Hey, hey, hey! Welcome. This is Jason is the Social Scientist. Bimouth Daily. Pill number 218. Engage the echo chamber. Pill number 218. Boy, it looks well lit in here. Echo chamber. It looks like it, Rob. Welcome. Welcome, Rob. You are first indeed. Hello, hello. Excuse me. Adjust my hair. It looks like it, Rob. Welcome. Welcome, Rob. You are first indeed. Huey. Huey, how are you, my bird friend? Oh, hi. Huey. Huey, how are you, my bird friend? Hey, Kim. Oh, sexy. You're sexy, Kim. Hey, Kim. Oh, sexy. You're sexy, Kim. It was fun, Kim. I had a good time. Thank you for asking. We went to a bar, and I never go out, really. And it was like a legit date. We went and we talked about shit, and then we groped each other in a bar for 2 hours, and I've never done that before either. So that was a first times for everything, right? And then he doesn't live here. He's from Madison, but he's home he's home for his family's 40th, his parents' 40th wedding anniversary. He's from Madison, but he's home for his. And he totally invited me to go to that too. I don't know. Maybe he'll change his mind. But we're gonna go over tomorrow. We're gonna get together tomorrow too, I think. He's a tall drink of water. He's too cute. He's also bisexual. It's fun. It was fun stuff. It was fun. I've never kissed a guy in public, period. At least not passionately at the front entrance of a bar. It was fun stuff. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. Good. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Yay, new experiences. Yay, Lily. Right? Well, I'm glad you guys are excited for me. Thank you. Let's have some communion for that, right? To celebrate. Ooh, dandelion. Especially the move out part makes it even worse because the heartache of just a relationship is bad enough, but then the insecurity of not knowing what you're gonna do next. Well, I mean, I think that's why a lot of people stay in relationships. I mean, if we're gonna be perfectly frank. Well, love, it might be a strong word. I don't even know if I believe in love. Hey, Kevin Harrison, it is a late start. It would have been even later if I could have hit him over the head with a club and dragged him back home. I tell you what. Shame is not a good emotion. Well, I don't know. I do appreciate the humility that my Catholic shame has taught me. Humility has always been my best quality. My Catholic shame has taught me. Humility has always been my best. You're not a cunt, Dandyland. I'm sorry. It's what do we say? Like, relationships are tough. You're not. I'm sorry. It's funny. So this guy that I was with tonight, he's bisexual too, but you know he's mostly identified as gay or It's funny. So this guy and then bisexual too, but you know he's mostly I'm bisexual, but I've always identified as straight. And we just talked about both how we just got like foot up to here. So that was kind of fun too. Yin and yang. Oh, I'm glad you stay up for me, Tiffany. I don't know if you stay up for me, but I'm glad I catch you to read you a story before you go to bed. I'm glad you stay up for me, Tiffany. I don't know if you stay up for me, but I'm glad I catch you to read you a story before you go to bed. Thanks, Huey. I bang the veg too. I bang cucumbers. I bang eggplants. I bang assholes. I bang nice people. I bang cucumbers. I bang eggplants. I bang assholes. I bang nice people. Rob says, do you think being gay or bi is still bad or shameful, but you don't care because you're attracted to both sexes and everybody needs some loving? Well, bad and good are subjective, right? We all get to decide what's good and bad for ourselves. I don't think it's bad at all. And I don't see who it's hurting, basically. That's how I like define what's and then and shameful is sort of subjective too. I feel shame about everything. I felt shame about any kind of sex my whole life, even sex within my marriage. I felt shame about going to hedonism with my wife on our honeymoon in Jamaica. Yeah, it's a shame to straight sex, let alone gay sex. And yeah, I don't know. Freedom of choice. That's right, Christina. Rob says, I'll deal with it soon because I want to have this place as a party house again now that I stopped growing a few weeks back. Nice. So now live it up, man. Live it up. Get those cops in there. It's not a real party unless the cops show up. Live it up, man. Live it up. Get those cops in there. It's not a real party. Time for communion. Hey there, Chase Kilpatrick. Hello. Is that Patrick Bolton? Did I see it in that? Or maybe not. And then... Is that Patrick Bolton? Did I see it in that? Or maybe not. Well, Kim thinks my penis is big and beautiful. I'm assuming you're talking about my penis. You have a big, beautiful, and can... Can you please help me find my dog? I don't think I can. Where do you live? Hey, Sienna. Can you please help me find my dog? Ooh, nice. I don't think I can. Where do you live? There will be weed. Pride. Tiffany's giving me all sorts of pride. Tiffany is swelling me with pride. Whee! Tiffany is swelling me with pride. I'm all swole. I think that's pride. Was that pride? No, I'm just happy to see you. Thanks, Sam. Oh man, every date on Grindr is another opportunity to get depressed again or happy. You know, it's not. I can't. No, that's not true. I wish it were true, but things aren't. There's no straight path up from here. I'm. You know, guys. Too many times in my life, because I've had I keep getting knocked on my ass, right? And I'm like, wow, phew, at least it can't get worse from here. Oh, it's not gonna get worse. As soon as I say that, it gets worse. So I'm just like, I don't want to just stick to lateral moves. We're just gonna keep going. We're not going down anymore, hopefully, and we probably will. But that's all right. We're gonna have fun until we do. Hey, Jake. I felt really proud of myself for making out with, we were kissing passionately. I was sucking on his nipples, and what else happened? I was like, yeah, I unbuttoned his pants. I did lots of stuff, and we were like one of the first booths that you see when you come in. What? I don't care. I did it. Woo! Yay! We're gonna carry a shovel for what now? And where can I get some Triamec? It's for your dog. Your dog has HIV. Poor guy. Carry a shovel. And where can I get some Triamec? For your dog has HIV. Poor guy. And he's so tall. Embarrassing, but he likes me anyway. He likes the short guy, so it's all right with me. I mean, he liked my show too. Embarrassing, but he likes me anyway. I was ignoring you guys for like 20 minutes last night, texting him, and I thought for sure, like after I sent him a few screenshots of the show, like he kind of he cooled off pretty fast, and I'm like, oh great. Oh great! He figured out that the HIV with the Triamec in there, and I won't hear from him again. And I messaged him this morning. I'm like, well, did you get some sleep or whatever? And lo and behold, he did know about the HIV, but he still responded anyway. So that's even better. Good shit. It was a good time. No regrets. I tried it out with a friend, female. Nice experience with her. Nice. Well, I don't know. No regrets. I tried it out with a friend, female. Nice experience with her. Nice. Well, I'll find some reason to feel bad about this momentarily, I'm sure. I'm filled with regrets. The organ music sounds a little rapey. This is the dangin' music. Once again, the time has come to please dang the show. Please dang it with me. Dang it to your mother's timeline. Dang it to your father's timeline. Dang it to your brother's timeline. Dang it to your sister's timeline. Dang it, and dang it, and dang it, and dang this dang show, and dang it everywhere. Huey's camper is rocking. What are you doing in there, Huey? What are you doing? I know, Laura's not part of your. I can't share from this account. I'll get some shares back to the camper, Huey. Laura's not part of your. What you? I meant. What I do? What did I do this time? Dandy Lynn wants a dang it in a hot air balloon. Sweet. There's a hotel chain called the Sybaris. There's a few locations across the country, but one of them's not far from here, a couple hours away from here, and they have individual suites or villas. They're almost built like duplexes with garage doors, and it's like a little whatever, and they have 2 different swimming pool suites and 2 different Whirlpool suites, and then just a couple other suites. You know, it sort of reminds me of Superman 2 when they're at Niagara Falls. You know, like with a pink polar bear rug and heart-shaped bed, and you know that it has that feel to it. You know, like lit up velvet paintings, carpeted walls. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, one of the swimming pool suites, Laura and I went there. I think we've been there twice in the past 10 years. But the bedroom part, you walk outside of the bedroom part, and there's a slide directly into the swimming pool with a waterfall. Anyway, I like to fuck in swimming pools. Is the long story short. Dandelion wants to fuck in a hot air balloon. I like to fuck in swimming pools. Long story short, Dandelion wants to fuck in a hot air balloon. I like to fuck in swimming pools. Jeez, I would check there. Probably not though. I don't know why I say that. Do you have a swimming pool? I don't think. Well, the swimming pool suite with the slide also has a sauna. I don't know if it has a hot tub. Hey, Matt. No. The swimming pool suite with the slide also pools are cool. My oldest kid went to 4K at Lapham School, and it's a K through 2 school. That's a really cool school. It has a pool. Lapham's really cool school. We even have a pool. Something like that. You bang badge anywhere? I can get down with that, Huey. Dang it, right to heck. God, it was so fun. I've never, gone on a date. I never go hang out on bars. I'm not, I don't know, I'm trying all sorts of new things, right? It is fun. Before, I was a serial monogamist before I was married, and I was always friends with the women that I dated before. So I didn't, just meet up with a stranger and be play footsie and eye contact and then start making out, and then all of a sudden you're just oh, hey, Matt, yeah, this is the song. I did, yeah. And my date tonight, he totally, I don't know, how did we get it brought up, but he brought up, he said the name of it, because he was, he went to friggin' Juilliard or something. I don't know, yeah, he went to Viola at Juilliard, and he mentioned Jesus Blah, Bach, something. I'm like, that's so weird. I don't know, yeah, he went to Viola at Juilliard, and he mentioned Jesus Blah, Bach, something. I'm like, that's so weird. Synchronicity is everywhere for those with the eyes to see. What is your third favorite post-1984 Bruce Springsteen company? I don't know. Whichever one has Jack and Diane on it. Post-1984 Bruce Springsteen company. I don't know. Whichever one has Jack and Diane on it. See? Chase sees what I'm talking about. See? Chase sees what I'm talking about. I know, right? They're gonna say. You taught music to Hendrix? Really, Huey? That's pretty cool. I know, right? Yes, I do. You taught music to Hendrix? Really, Huey?
This is the planet Uranus. Uranus, Uranus, Uranus. One day temperature only Uranus, 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 Uranus. One day on temperature at the cloud tops of Uranus.
No, you can take HIV medication without regard to alcohol, pretty much. You can take HIV medication without regard to. Oh, that's John Cougar Mellencamp. See, what do I know? Bruce Springsteen, Allentown, whichever one has Allentown on it. Oh, that's John Cougar Mellencamp. That's probably John Cougar Mellencamp too. Who knows? Allentown, whichever one has Allentown on it. That's probably John Cougar Mellencamp. Oh, Tiffany! I was gonna say goodnight to Tiffany. I'll read her story. Tonight I had 1.5 drinks and it was a Bahu Bomber or something. Bahini. I had dang it, right the heck. It was strawberry flavored. It was pretty good. Right after he kissed me the first time, dude he's like, your drink tastes good, and he's right. It did taste good. Strawberry flavored. It was pretty good. Right after he kissed me the first time. God, I'm like. He's like, your drink tastes good. I half expected to get beat up after I walked out of the bar. I don't know. I'm just a paranoid person in general. Somebody's got to stay here. What if it comes here? I am helping. I'm going to find this dog. Somebody's got to stay here. What if it comes here? I am helping. I'm going to find this dog. You know, I didn't even get to do this on the date though. I wore this shirt just so he could rip it off of me. What a waste. I didn't even get to do this on the. I don't know. I think it was like. I wore this shirt just so he could rip it off of me. What a waste. I don't know. I think it was like. I choked. I love you too, Sienna. Almost. Thank you for the encouragement, though, Nikolai. He only has one dog? Oh, that poor dog. Sophie, do you have to go outside? Oh, you're eating. Time to smoke another bowl. We're gonna change this music up. Let's listen to a new record. Actually, they're buried. Let's listen to this is the one that's already on here. I'm gonna smoke another bowl. We're gonna change this music up. Let's listen to a new record. I needed to focus, Christina. I need a focus for that. Whatchamacallit. That the intensity of Mini Bop It. I need to focus, Christina. I need a focus for that. Whatchamacallit. That the intensity of Mini Bop It. He's making some pretty good moans. I'm a good kisser. I have it on pretty good authority from more than one person. The good old days. Somewhere I've got pieces of them, for sure. Oh, I'm always faking it, Kim. I told you, I'm going for lateral moves. I'm not happy. I'm excited. I don't know. If I think about it for very long, I'm not happy at all. But I had a good time tonight. I'm not happy. I got excited. I don't know. If I think about it for very long, I'm not happy at all. Being not happy is like a survival mechanism for me, I think, right? Yeah, if you're happy is vulnerable because then you can get sad. No, I don't know. Whatever. I'm happy, okay? But I don't want to admit it. Happy is vulnerable because then you can get sad. I'm happy, okay? But I don't want to admit it. Who cares what happens? Who cares what happens to the good old days? Well, I tell you what, One Piece. Healthy schmelty. I'm not happy. Don't make me prove it. I'm not happy. Don't make me prove it. Dang it, right to heck. I'm not happy. Don't make me prove it. Right to heck. And with happiness always comes guilt, too, for me. And with happiness always comes guilt, too, for me. And I mean that most specifically about sex, right? But just in general, too, like... It's hard to have pleasure myself. It's hard for me to have pleasure when somebody else is in pain. Unless they want to be in pain. Again, that's kind of sexy, but that's it. I digress. hard for me to have pleasure when somebody else is in pain. Unless they want to be in pain. I do, and that's kind of sex. I do. It's neither here nor there. You're welcome, Eric. Why can you sleep now? Another example of that is, you're welcome, Eric. Why can you sleep now? The first time I had ever traveled outside of the United States, Laura and I we were engaged, but it was before we announced our engagement, and her friend was getting married in the Dominican Republic, and her friend's friend, his family owned a house inside Punta Cana, which is like a gated community, a really ritzy gated community with big boat, marina with yachts and a private airport and a humongous golf course. The kind of place probably Trump would, I don't know. Anyway, so this friend of a friend's friend or whatever let Laura's friend from high school have their house, use their house for their wedding, right? Anyway, so when we were there, we're gonna go snorkeling, and we're like, at this house they had a couple golf carts. So Laura and I forget who else. There's like 5 of us. They went to the beach to go snorkeling. I'm tooting around on the private road, whatever, to get to the beach, and there's this military-looking truck, a big cargo kind of truck, open back. It was like at least 40, 50 men, all like going to build another one of these houses by hand, right? There, and here I am, and I've lost some weight now, but I would gain, I was probably 30 pounds, maybe 20 pounds heavier than I am now, and I don't know, shirtless with my flippers behind my back. I don't know, how can you go? Well, I don't know, just. I don't know. And then when I got married in Jamaica, and most people living in tin shacks, right? And my point is, it's not fun to see other people suffering, at least for me. Most people living in tin shacks, right? Tooting around. I remember thinking as I was driving back, I felt like I should beep the horn, right? Because I'm an American, I should no, I didn't do that, but I don't know. I remember thinking as I was driving back, I felt like I should beep. And how is this related at all to sex? So I think it's related to sex, because I think it's painful for, things are very rocky with my wife and I right now, and I don't know. And we both go back and forth thinking that we shouldn't have a sexual relationship at all. But we still care about each other, we still love each other, and I think we both wish the pain that has arisen in our relationship never was arisen, that we both didn't have all these hard feelings. I don't know. Everything. And so risen in our relationship never was arisen, that we both didn't have all these hard feelings. And it's not just sex too, even being happy with this show, I don't know. I have no idea. It's hard for me to be happy when other people around me are not happy, and I don't know. And it really it has little to do with sex, because when other people around me are not happy, things were in a really bad place in our relationship before I ever began having sex outside of it. I thought I was happy as a monogamous person. I was always a serial monogamous. It was more of a default position for me. Like, I just assumed that the other people, that like the women that I was with, they like would not want to have a polyamorous relationship, and so I just like I never imagined being super jealous. I was like I just assumed I'm not whatever. They would not want to have a polyamorous relationship, and so I just like I never imagined being super jealous. I was like whatever. This show is sex. Heck it to the dang dang. Well, that's how I got this dang HIV anyway. I got it through the sex. Dang it. Dang it, right the heck. Heck it to the dang dang. Well, that's how I got this dang HIV anyway. I got it through the sex. It was fun. It was fun. I don't know what I need. And it says, me too, I feel I don't really hang out with anyone because it was fun. It was fun. I don't know what I need. The junk's there's the junk. Somebody said about, I think they were talking about me, the man that stands on the toilet. So inspired that. There's the junk. Thank you. I think they were talking about me, the man that stands on the toilet. So, inspired that. Thank you. I think they were talking about me, the man that stands on the toilet. Make Pluto, make the bone disappear into Uranus. Make the bone disappear into Uranus.
Uranus. Gravity is 1 day on Uranus equals about 17 hours on Earth, while 1 year equals nearly 84
I'm scared another friend to leave. Oh, sorry, Jason. I've been so depressingly just in a weird place. I adore the show. You make me feel human. It's like, I don't know if you're like, I felt scared that another friend's gonna leave. Ever since Eileen died, I'm worried everybody's gonna die. And then and it was this and I became really sensitive to people talking about suicide. And I'm like, but I don't want people to stop talking about suicide, because that's what the show's about, is about embracing stigma, the stigma of mental illness, the stigma of suicidal ideation. But I just wasn't prepared for. You never can prepare for somebody's death, right? But I wasn't prepared for somebody in the show to, especially I wasn't prepared for Eileen to kill herself. I even thought that, I hoped, I certainly hoped that she wasn't going to do it. I've known so many people that say they're going to kill themselves, right? And most people don't. Oh, thank goodness. I've said lots of times myself, I'm going to kill myself. And I'm glad I haven't. Thank goodness. But, yeah, so since Eileen died, now I'm terrified that somebody else is going to kill themselves and it's going to be my fault. And then I'm like, no, of course it's not your fault. And I just have to keep putting down, consciously setting down the guilt that I have about Eileen's death. It's not something, I said this to somebody privately, it's not something I can do once. I just have to keep doing it. And I just keep setting. That I have about Eileen's death. It's not something I said this to somebody privately. That's something I do. I can do once. I just have to keep doing it. And then I don't know, like, and it's the same thing. I have to set down, like, if I'm going to keep doing the show, and be able to interact with people that are feeling suicidal because I want to. I have to set down responsibility, and I have to find a way to set boundaries. I have to set down responsibility, and I have to find a way to set boundaries. And the boundaries don't, like, I just have to set them in my own mind. Like, it's the boundaries don't, like, I just have to set them in my own mind. Like, it's the boundaries don't, like, I just have to set them in my own mind. Somebody killed him. I'm sorry, I can't read the top of that comment or who it's from. Put on some music or something. I'm sorry. That's fun. The lighting's better today than it has been. I don't know what it is exactly that's different. But I can see things in there that I... The lighting's better today than it has been. I don't know what it is exactly that's different. But I can see things in there that I... It's a good show, Mario! Right. I need the wing. I need to put little wings on it. Oh, wait, you see? Oh, bacon with wings. Where? Right. I need the wing. I need to put little wings on it. Wait, you see? Oh, bacon with wings. Where? Right. I need the wing. I need to put little wings on it. Bacon with wings. Where? Somebody's messing with my shit. Done you right to you. Somebody's messing with my shit. Dang. So much stuff. And everything's all been moved too. My wife was here too many days in a row. Although she did clean, so I mean. I can't be a complete cat. I will show some appreciation of it. Remember to keep this lit for, as an ode to Mr. Rogers. Remember to keep this lit for, it's funny, the day that I had played Mr. Rogers on the show here, I had brought up, what did I bring up? I brought up the stoplights, and I'd forgotten that he had stoplights. I'm sorry. I'm just. I don't know which is which here. Let's see. Dang it, Rick. Oh, yay. good enough. I'm sorry, I'm so boring. I need you a hat for my father. Oh. You need a Mario hat for your dad? Your dad likes Mario, is that it? You need a Mario hat for your dad? Your dad likes Mario, is that it? Hook it to the dung dang. Time for another bowl. How about Cody? How are you, man? This is the sex show, don't you know? Cody, how are you? I wasn't me. Well, I guess it was me that was talking about, but I didn't name it that. So. Don't you know? It wasn't my fault. Nothing's ever my fault. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, Mickey had used his magic, I don't know what, and hid the bone straight away. No, it was kind of queer. sex, Jason. Sex mode engaged. No, I didn't even have sex tonight. I got like second base. Maybe second base. Or something, I forget. But it was in public, so that counts as like a double or something. I don't know what a double is, but it felt like one, at least. I did a foul and ended up in the penalty box. Wait, no, that didn't happen. I wish it. I did a foul and ended up in the penalty box. He smoked it. Jason smoked it. See, Mikey likes it. Jason smoked it. Sienna, you're like my Sandman. I can sleep a little better. I never had stories to read read to me while I was growing up, so it's sweet. Well, that's awesome. And this is the book, not the exact book. It's not even the exact edition. This is the British edition. My mom had the American edition. The British edition has this dust cover. The American edition is just it's a hardcover book with the picture printed on it. It's a hardcover book with the picture printed on it. You'll never guess. There's one change in it. You'll never guess. There's one change in it. I'm the Sandman, Sienna. Gonna read them. Old Mother Hubbard. Amanda says hi. Kim says hi. Hey. Kim and Amanda. I don't think you know either of them.
I thought Kim, your aunt Kim.
No. Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare. So the poor dog got none. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread. But when she came back, the poor dog was dead. She went to the joiner's to buy him a coffin. But when she came back, the poor dog was laughing. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe. But when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the fishmonger's to buy him some fish. But when she came back, he was licking the dish. She went to the ale house to buy him some beer. But when she came back, the dog sat in his chair. She went to the tavern for white wine and red. But when she came back, the dog stood on his head. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat. But when she came back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig. But when she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the fruiterer's to buy him some fruit. But when she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat. But when she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes. But when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the centrist to buy him some linen. But when she came back, the dog was a-spinning. Here's, you can see all the things the dog is doing, too. Oh, sure. Oh! She went to the hosier's to buy him some hose. What? I need somebody to go to the hosier's to buy me some hose. I need some hose up in here. To buy him some hose. But when she came back, he was dressed in his clothes. The hosier's to buy me some hose. The dame made a curtsy. Need some hose up in here. The dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant." The dog said, "Bow wow." The dame made a curtsy. The dog made a bow. The dame said, "This is a good idea." Why, Cody? Everybody could use more hose. You need a long hose so you can. If you got to really pump some stuff from one place to the other. Everybody could use more hose. You need a long hose. There's no bad ideas. There's just ideas that you shouldn't use, maybe, or something. Ideas. You ever grow ideas in the garden of your mind? It's good to be curious about many things. Anybody? In the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. Mr. Rogers, the Mr. Rogers remix. I should look that up. I'm gonna look it up, maybe. maybe. Mr. Rogers, the Mr. Rogers remix. You're welcome. Oh, I have to read about it too. I'm not finished. Thank you, Sienna. Although Mother Hubbard was a stock nursery rhyme character and known since the 16th century at least, this version of the rhyme was written in 1804 by Sarah Catherine Martin, daughter of Sir Henry Martin and an early love of Prince William Henry, later William IV. The comic adventures of Mother Hubbard and her dog, published the following year, was an immediate success with upwards of 10,000 copies sold in a few months, followed by numerous reprints. Miss Martin, it seems, wrote the rhyme after her future brother-in-law, John Pollexfen Bastard MP for Kitley Devon, had chided her for chattering while he was writing a letter and urged her to run away and write one of your stupid little rhymes. The archaic rhyming of laughing with coffin suggests that Miss Martin may have used an early version of the rhyme as the basis for her verses. Cody says, "Hose good." I meant showing us the picture. You knocked us down. Yeah, bro. Right. You're right. Cody, I should have known better. You were a wise man, a wise individual. Cody says, "Hose good." I meant showing us the picture. You knocked us down. Well, it's all what we choose to cultivate, perhaps. Maybe there's, maybe a bad idea is the ones that you can't shake. Like the one that like it comes in there and it's like a weed. Maybe weed, like the weed ideas are the bad ideas. Jeff Sessions would certainly agree with that. But what? It comes in there and it's like a weed. What? Huh? Maybe weed, like the weed ideas are the bad ideas. Jeff Sessions would certainly agree with that. Wait. Cody. Breaker 1-9er. Roger, Roger. Breaker 1-9er. Roger, Roger. And the flowers of our mind. Well, you need fertilizer. Every batch of flowers needs some good fertilizer for sure. Just take this metaphor as far as it will go until it completely collapses. You need fertilizer. Every batch of flowers needs some good fertilizer. In my rhetoric class, my favorite teacher, anyway, in high school, anyway, he I remember him saying that in my rhetoric class, because the rhetoric one was all about logical fallacies, and I don't know exactly which fallacy it would have been, or if it was in relation to a particular logical fallacy, but I just remember distinctly him saying that like any metaphor will break down if you carry it to a certain degree, right? Like you can find a lot of and you can't ever use a metaphor as logical reason to prove, like, okay, so this happens over in this situation when you do this, so that means, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think, like, anyway, it's fun to stretch metaphors is my point, I guess. It's so much fun when, because when we hear things is different than when we see them. I think it's less so for me for some reason, because I don't know, I think I just like, when I read, I must read to myself aloud or something. When I write, even when I write, I have no idea. But anyway, it was funny because I shared all these groups when I'm not blocked right from sharing, and one of the groups is Sofa King Funny, right? And I didn't get it when I saw the name. I liked it, or just it seemed obscure, like Sofa King Funny. I'm like, and I'd only read it, right? I'd never heard anybody say it, and then when I was rewatching the show, and I heard myself say it, and I don't know, I was like, holy shit, so fucking funny. So fucking funny. So fucking funny. And I heard myself say it. So fucking funny. They just think I'm a robot. I don't blame them. It's because I say I'm a robot too much. They think I'm spam. Spam. No, I was reading about it. I share too quickly. Like, I shouldn't share more than a few every 5 minutes or something. No, I was reading about it. I share too quickly. Like, I shouldn't share more than a few every 5 minutes. Wait, what's funny? I always never hear my own jokes. I know, it's like I shared it like 5, 6, 7 times. I don't know. I'm like, I always was like, I thought it was queer, and it's funny because I write like that too. I got shared it like 5, 6, 7 times. I don't know. EWE for you, and I thought it was queer. E-Y-I for I, or A-Y-I-E for I, or I don't know. I don't know. You can pretty much replace almost every word with other words. Not always, but pretty close. And actual words, too. I've discovered a lot of words by trying to type in what it sounds like, just like that's when I don't do autocorrect, but I always do spell check, because then I can see when a word is misspelled and it's got a red underline under it, and I can go and decide, like, almost all my words are spelled correctly, at least. I use real words, even if they don't make sense strung together. Well, I like it. It's a simplistic kind of riddle, right? But like, I like to call it sometimes like an Aladdin style of writing. It's like diamond in the rough. I don't want people to be able to just be like, oh, it's this pretty beautiful thing. Like, I want people to have to like realize that there's ideas that come in all different shapes and sizes. And you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't even judge words by your initial interpretation. Like, you have to think about it. And yeah, I don't know. I like to put my worst foot forward for people to find, I don't know, the diamond underneath. I turn off autocorrect because I spell things in a particular way for a reason, or especially if you hit send at the end of a text, it'll autocorrect. Is like it just. I turn off autocorrect. No, thank you. I'll make the final decisions. I know it's or especially if you hit send at the end of a text. The rules are totally relaxing. Even my teacher, the one that like taught me all the rules in friggin' high school, like I think he recognizes like the loosening of language. I saw him mention. There was somebody commenting on one of my posts that wasn't a native English speaker, and they used the wrong. I think. He used she when he was talking about my job as a nurse, because he thought that you're supposed to do that when you're using use the feminine form when you're talking about, like, it's, you know, in other languages words are masculine and feminine, not just pronouns, all words, right? Or something. I think that's how. Like, anyway, and so he's explaining to him how, like, in English now you can use they when you're talking about the singular or their, like, Anyway. Like, in English now you can use they when you're talking about the singular or their, like. You'd know better than me, Rob. I don't know. I did take a semester of French in college, but like I don't know anything anymore. And I took I took French 1 in my senior year of high school too. I did take a semester of French in college. They had French 1 at my senior year in the high school, but then the second semester French 1 conflicted with another class that was important to me, so I did truck it up to the junior high my senior year and go to a 7th grade French class. What? I'm just. Oh. So I did truck it up to the junior high my senior year and go to a 7th grade French class. I had the same teacher for Spanish in 7th grade, and I did horrible in her class, but I was like the star student my senior year. I was like, I knew all the answers. Like, you know, I'm like humongous compared to these 7th graders, right? I'm like, the chairs are a little, I don't know, whatever. Like, But I was like, I was a star. None of like all the other kids were like as good as I was in Spanish. Oh my God. Amanda asked, "What's the shower thing about?" Well, I have another series that's called "Jason is a Social Scientist. I'm Clean as a Whistle." And it's more because this show is more explicitly about HIV. But it's about stigma in general, and the other shows, both shows are broadly about stigma reduction. But it's about stigma in general, and the other shows, both shows are broadly about stigma reduction. With the shower show, I committed to do. I decided to do. I've committed to take the pill. I don't know. The commitment isn't as strong for the shower. Like, I don't know if I all of a sudden got really busy doing other things. I'll always keep taking this pill live here on the Book of Face until I don't have to take it anymore, right? And I've been teaching people in mental health for a long time, like to set one small achievable goal each day, and my small achievable goal each day is to shower, because like when people are depressed. It's like one of the main symptoms is not showering. What else does depression look like? So it's not showering, it's not checking your mail, it's not paying your bills, it's having a hard time getting out of bed, it's a hard time checking your email, it's hard time returning phone calls, it's hard time listening to voicemails, it's a hard time looking people in the eye, it's a hard time leaving the house. And like there's a lot of guilt that builds up on you. You start beating yourself up for all this shit you're not doing, and it gets harder and harder. And negative reinforcement doesn't work. It doesn't. Like people get shell shocked. Like you yell at them more, it's not like they get more productive. They fall apart. Whatever. So rather than so I want to practice what I preach too, and so rather than beat yourself up for all the shit you're not doing, it's better to just pick one thing that you know you can do. It's simple and achievable, and then you do that thing each day. Then you can call your day a success. And success begets success, or an object in motion tends to stay in motion. I don't know. And the show is another thing I teach people is it's good to have somebody hold you accountable. It's good to give somebody permission to hold you accountable. It's good to have a friend. If your small achievable goal each day is, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's take your pill or whatever it is, or if it's to take your dog for a walk, or to make a phone call, to do a certain routine. I don't know, whatever it is. Then you can if there's a friend that you're close to or whatever, you can talk to that person, that you can ask that person to call you, and and you can say, "Oh, well, I did this," and you get that positive reinforcement from other people. Be like, I was a success today. I was a success, and the key part of that is that you give that person permission, and you can revoke that permission, right? It's got to be something that it doesn't have to be, but things work better when you want to do them, and you're not feeling pressured to do them. Buy-in is important, right? And so you guys doing the show is that sort of accountability. Not do it till it's all gone. Be right back. Shower time. Who's coming? Are you going live with it, man? Bump chicka wow wow, bump chicka wow wow, boom chicka wow wow, boom chicka wow wow. Wait, how? Boom chicka wow wow, boom chicka wow wow, boom chicka wow wow. What? Because you lost your hair, you fear what every time? And that's like, that sounds traumatic. I think like because you lost your hair, you fear what every time? I think one of the things that makes an event difficult, like more traumatic, is if you don't feel like you have control in it. Like, you know, like I don't know, it's not lost is a particular. I mean, like it's a big change for me when I shaved my head, and it's like anything that changes your identity. I'm just like, you know, everything always revolves back to ourselves, right? And I don't mean to like, but HIV for sure. I think that's why I'm like thinking about how things change my identity. Brown can, brown cow. How now, brown cow? Huh. Brown can, brown cow. How now, brown cow? Brown can, brown cow. What is this? What am I doing? Why am I making these expressions for? What is this? What am I doing? Why am I making these expressions? CKN. I don't know what makes me think this. And I wonder if it's still around, but a long time ago when I was in Chicago, I was probably 19 or 20, so that's like 20 years ago or something. 19 years ago. 19.5 years, no, I don't what? I don't even know. Oh, there was a comedy troupe thing. I really liked it. It was like too much light makes the baby go blind. And they had like whatchamacallit? What'd they have? Clotheslines, like strung up across the room, and with clothespins and numbers hanging from like a whole bunch of numbers, and after each so somebody, like one of them would jump up and grab like one of those numbers and do the bit that was written on it, and then somebody else in the audience, after the bit was over, they'd yell out the next number, and the nearest cast member would jump up and they'd all act out. And I don't think they did it the night that I was there, but if they went through all the numbers, they bought pizza for everyone. Chicken! All right, dangers. Chicken! All right, dangers. Dangers. All right, I hope you all have your chickens ready. It's time to choke our chickens, please. Yes, indeed. Time to choke our chickens. Wait, let's go. I'm stoned, I think. Just choke it. Choke it, Sienna. Darn you iPad. Pretend it's a giant chicken. It sounds like a chicken, I bet, right now. Choke it. chicken. No, not that type, Santa. That's not me, the chicken. Not me, the chicken. I like it. I got a new garbage can for the little echo chamber. We've been producing a lot of trash, so I got a new garbage can for the. We're not eco-friendly. These are Trump supporters up here, you know. Down here, we're all green. I mean, like, we bought, like, our carbon footprint is, like, not much smaller than or not much larger than a small third world country. The lights are bright. We're not much larger than a small third world country. The lights are bright. Anyway, they produce a lot of trash up here. I didn't take my pill yet. Oh my goodness. I'm hungry now or something. I'm sad all of a sudden. You can just send me some emoji flowers that make me, but just the thought. It's very kind. You can just send me some emoji flowers that make me, but just the thought. It's very kind. Deep throat. I'll gag, but that's good. I always like it when I gag and then like the tears are running down and my nose drips. Deep throat. I'll gag, but that's good. That's not that. You say I'm short. Tears are running down and my nose drips. Deep throat. I'll gag, but that's good. That's not that. You say I'm short. Aww. What did I do? I'm just enjoying a frozen chocolate treat. It's innocent. What did I do? I'm just enjoying a frozen chocolate treat. It's innocent. Okay, so I could feel my dick start to get a little hard doing it. But that's not my fault. It's because I know what you're... I could read your mind, Kim. Get a little hard doing it. But that's not my fault. It's because I know what you're... I could read your mind, Kim. I'm always innocent. Ding. I'm always innocent. Ding. Ding. I want to be. I want to be, Kim, yes. I want to be. Is that what you asked? I want to be. I want to be, Kim, yes. I want to be. Is that what you asked? But back at you, Amanda. And Amanda Marie says, much love, everyone. Peace, happiness, hope, change. No one is innocent all the time. Of course not. And I feel guilty all the time, so it must be true. And I feel guilty all the time, so it must be true. I always have a reason for... I mean, if you want to go back, for my dad dying, for my mom dying, for my marriage falling apart, for my dad dying, for my mom dying, for what else? My marriage, for being depressed, for my substance abuse issues, what else? For getting HIV. Substance abuse issues. I don't know. For getting HIV. For making my kids cry and forgetting my wife's birthday. And for shooting at Robin when I was 11. When I got... kids cry and forgetting my wife's birthday. When I got a BB gun. Shooting at Robin when I was 11. When I got... my wife's birthday. When I got a BB gun. I definitely killed the robin though, Kim. And then I threw it in the woods out of guilt, and then like 3 hours later confessed to my mom. You have a gun, you want to kill something. That's why I'm for gun control. You have a gun, you want to kill something. That's why I'm for gun control. I only did it once. I mean, we're human, right? It's like... I knew I shouldn't do it as I was doing it. I was hoping I was going to miss. I couldn't believe I hit it. I don't know how to shoot a gun. But then I went to... That was a BB gun. But I did take hunter safety. I don't know how to shoot a gun. But then I went to... That was BB gun. But I did take hunter safety. I don't know how to shoot a gun. But then I went to... That was BB gun. But I did take hunter safety. Well, that's... I mean... I wouldn't call it badass. I wouldn't call it badass to do that. But I do I do hope he comes back safe, though. Like, that's right. I'm serving the military. Serious business. I wouldn't call killing the Robin what I did. I wouldn't call. I'm not proud of it. I wouldn't say. Dang it to heck. I wouldn't call killing the. But let's. Speaking of. I'm not proud of it. Speaking of. Who killed Cock Robin? Oh, badass! I thought that was like tough. Well, I didn't. See, I'm just like feeling really hesitant on that because I don't believe in bad or good people. Just like. I'm just like feeling really hesitant. Yeah, I have no idea all the circumstances. I have no idea what was going through his head. Like whatever. It's all like, but. Yeah. Anyway. I have no idea all the circumstances. I have no idea what was going through his head. Like whatever. I wish everybody and everything good in the world, peace on earth and goodwill towards people. Okay, who killed Cock Robin? I'm just like, stop digging, Jason. Just shut your mouth. Okay, who killed Cock Robin? Who killed Cock Robin? I, said the sparrow, said the social scientist. With my bow and arrow. My BB gun. I killed Cock Robin. Who saw him die? I, said the fly. With my little eye, I saw him die. Who caught his blood? I, said the fish. With my little dish, I caught his blood. Who will make his shroud? I, said the beetle. With my thread and needle, I'll make his shroud. Who will make his shroud? Who will dig his grave? I, said the owl. With my spade and shovel, I'll dig his grave. I, said the owl. With my spade and shovel. Who will be the parson? I, said the rook. With my little book, I'll be the parson. Who will be the parson? Who will be the clerk? I, said the rook. I, said the lark. With my little book. If it's not in the dark, I'll be the clerk. Who will carry him to the grave? I, said the lark. I, said the kite. If it's not in the night, I'll carry him to the grave. Who will carry him to the grave? Who will carry the link? I, said the kite. I, said the linnet. If it's not in the night, I'll fetch it in a minute. I'll carry him to the grave. I'll carry the link. Who will be the chief mourner? I, said the linnet. I, said the dove. For I mourn for my love. I'll be the chief mourner. Who will be the chief mourner? Who will bear the pall? We, says the wren, both the cock and the hen, will bear the pall. Who will sing a psalm? I, said the thrush, as she sat in a bush. I'll sing a psalm. Who will toll the bell? I, said the bull, because I can pull. So Cock Robin, farewell. All the birds of the air fell a sighing and a sobbing when they heard the bell tolling for poor Cock Robin. Right? Right? When they heard the bell tolling for poor Cock Robin. Many believe that this tale dates at least from the 14th century, indicated by the rhyming of shovel with owl, when the pronunciation of the former was showl. It has also been suggested that it is a rendering in rhyme of some early myth, possibly that of the death of Balder, the Norse god of summer sunlight, slain by Hoder at the instigation of Loki. Others see a parallel with the intrigues which brought down the downfall of Robert Walpole's ministry, popularly known as the Robinocracy in 1742. Certainly the earliest known recording of the rhyme, circa 1774, coincides with Walpole's downfall, and it is possible that the old rhyme was resurrected or rewritten at this time. The link here means a torch, and the bull a bullfinch. I'm gonna go cock robin. Is that like? Is that like in the hood? Cock robin in the hood. I'm gonna go cock robin. Is that like in the hood? Cock robin. Steals from Wall Street and gives to Main Street. Steals from Wall Street and gives to Main Street. I need to smoke or something. I like that though. Oh, cock robbing! I love it. Cock robbing and bobbing, and weaving and threading. Cock robbing! I love it. Cock robbing and bobbing, and weaving and threading. Next, you know, there'll be a wedding. Dang it to heck. Next you know there'll be a wedding. Do you like snowballs? 'Cause let's go sledding. What? To bed is where I'm heading. Do you like snowballs? 'Cause let's go sledding. Bed is where I'm heading. Dang it, right to heck. So does anybody that's watching right now not know that like I made out with a guy for like 2 hours today at a bar, right in front of the bar? So does anybody that's watching right now not know that like I made out with a guy for like 2 hours today? I've never done anything like that before. Right in front of the bar. Dang it, right to heck. Never done anything like that before. Dang it, right to heck. It was a lot. It was super cool. I saw him on Grindr last night when I was doing the show. I don't know. And then I saw him on Grindr last night when I was doing the show. I sent him some screenshots, and I was pretty forward. It was like, you know, because I didn't want to leave you guys waiting, right? It was in a hurry for you. So I sent a bunch of screenshots, and I said, oh, you should come over, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was like, you know, because I didn't want to leave you guys waiting. And it was in a hurry for you. So I sent a bunch of screenshots, and I said, oh, you should come over, blah, blah, blah. It kind of went cool pretty fast, and I was wondering if it was because of the, but I messaged him again today, and, you know, like, I was worried that I wouldn't hear from him again. Not really worried, but I didn't expect to. Anyway, he did answer, and whatever. He's gorgeous. He's freaking gorgeous. He did answer, and whatever. And he went to he's freaking gorgeous. Juilliard. And for the viola, and now he's like Juilliard. Oh, he's just super cool. I don't know. For the viola, and now he's and he's like a tall drink of water. And he's like a tall drink I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I can't. I was just saying, Kim asked if I can show a pic, and the reason I was saying I was a bad man because I felt like I was giving too much information. Like, I was just saying, Kim asked if I can show. I don't want to like. This show is about. I don't know, but I guess you just have to watch out if you're in my life because I'm up here 4 hours a day. What am I supposed to talk about? I guess you just have to watch out if you're in my life because I'm up here 4 hours a day. What am I supposed to talk about? I mean, if I did tell him yesterday before we talked to him, like, I was just like, oh, you should come here. I was saying I was doing the middle of the show. I'm like, but come here right now and we'll have sex right on Facebook Live. I was saying I was doing the middle of the show. I'm like, come here right now and we'll have sex right on. But I need his permission, I think, to show his picture. I mean, I don't know if I really need his permission to show his picture, but I feel. But I need his permission. It's the right thing to do. To show his picture. I mean, I don't know if I really need his permission to. I feel. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, but the dude, it was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. But he lives across the country, so the dude, it was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. He's just here visiting. He lives across the country, so the dude, it was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. Here visiting. He lives across the country. But we just enjoy the people in our lives while we have them, because no one's going to be in your life forever. We all die, for fuck's sake. Here you go, Cena. Open wide. Enjoy the people in our lives while we have them, because no one's going to be in your life forever. We all die, for fuck's sake. Here you go, Cena. Open wide. Enjoy the people in our lives while we have them, because no one's going to be in your life forever. We all die. Here you go, Cena. You guys should totally come and visit me. I'll leave the light on. You guys should totally come and visit me. I'll leave the light on. Yes. We'll put a blindfold on Kim. Sienna, you make sure to put a blindfold on Kim. We'll put a blindfold on Kim. I'm on it, Jake. Sienna, you make sure to put a blindfold on Kim. When I was in the basement, I found all the sex toys. There's this suitcase of sex toys. Strap on. Bunch of dildos. In the basement, I found all the sex toys. There's this suitcase of sex toys. Strap on. Bunch of dildos. Drop in, Jake, right? Tune out, turn up, drop in. You bring yours, we have this one here, and then you guys can take turns You guys can like. What do you call that? When somebody's taking a dick up the ass and then one down the throat. What do you call that? I don't know. This is really quite inappropriate and vulgar. No, you got. Thanks for bringing it up, man. It wouldn't even got said if you hadn't brought it up. No, you got. Thanks for bringing it up, man. It wouldn't even got said if you hadn't brought it up. Wait, what? Turns on sex toys. Yeah, masturbation too. That's really the real cause. Some circles they call it self-rape. I mean, just what it does to people. Some circles they call it self-rape. I mean, just what it does to people. Yeah, that's the problem with Facebook. Like, people are so far away, it's really hard to fuck them in real life. Yeah, that's fun to think about, though. Facebook, like, people are so far away, it's really hard to fuck them in real life. Yeah, that's fun to think about, though. Facebook, like, people are so far away, it's really hard to fuck them in real life. You want it up a little bit? And then, where's that weed at? Dang it, right to heck. Up a little bit. And then, where's that weed at? Dang it, right to heck. What am I doing down here? Weed. I was just thinking Amanda Marie and then Shauna, and then Patrick too. Like, it's hard for me to get back to. We're just thinking. I only can go to the most recent, and then I can see the name. I can search for it, but when there's more shares than that, I can't. Not from the phone. I can't go back and share them or thank them. Thank each post. Not from the phone. I can't go back and share them. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just want people to be able to find the show, though. That's why I don't. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just want people to be able to find the show, though. That's why I don't. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about moving away from. Moving the show away from my Facebook timeline, but I don't know. I think I like the idea that and putting it on the page, the Jason is a Social Scientist page. But I don't know. I really like the idea that it's because pages have different algorithms than your friends do. Like, right? You're like Facebook is built around sharing pictures, like your pictures of your baby with your friends and family, and pages don't have that same kind of rank, you know, and so I think, I don't even know, like, the idea is like I just want to do it in front of my friends and family, is what is the idea. So but then, That's kind of like that. I don't know. I'm just shut up, Jason. Just shut up. Weed, Jason. Weed. If you can't stay focused enough to get a bowl packed, you probably don't need another bowl. Jason is a social scientist. Social scientist. Social. That's my social scientist. Social. I don't know what that. Is that Fire Marshal Bill maybe? Social scientist. Do it for the story, right? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do it for the... What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. Well, I think you can try to put stuff on my timeline, Jake. Honestly, if something is show related, I will put it up. If somebody's like, Jason is a social scientist, blah, 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 blah. Wow, 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 wow. Dang, 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 heck, heck, heck. Dang it, heck, heck, heck. Dang, dang, heck, heck. Heck, heck, dang, dang. Dang, dang, heck, 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 heck. Heck, 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 heck. Dang, dang. Yep, 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 yep. Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Heck, 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 heck. Dang, dang, dang. Well, I can't go back far enough. It's not. It only goes back 10 comments. What was this? Like, the last thing it... Heck, 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 heck. Heck, 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 heck. Book. Radio. Ooh. That's not gonna happen, Sienna, I don't think. Maybe. You befriend her. She's not gonna do it for me. Maybe. You befriend her. She's not gonna do it for me. That's so weird sounding. It sounds awesome right now, though. I'm liking this feedback. You hear that shit? Okay, it's getting a little bad, maybe.
The journey will continue upon your return. This is the planet Uranus. Uranus. Uranus is Uranus is Uranus. Strap one day on the temperature, the only space Uranus has Uranus. This is the planet Uranus. What Uranus is Uranus is Uranus. Strap one day on the temperature of the cloud tops of Uranus. The only spacecraft ever Uranus and Uranus. This is the planet Uranus. What Uranus is more than
I don't know how to do this.
1.76 billion miles or 2.9 billion kilometers away from the sun. For about 19 times the distance between the Earth and the sun.
Don't boss me. Don't boss me.
Uranus is the third largest planet in the Uranus. Gravity is 90%.
No more sexy talk for me either. I'm done, Sienna. Done.
For 40, but one day on
No more.
equals about 17. The temperature of the cloud top only spacecraft Uranus has 20. Uranus is shrouded in an ice. This is the planet Uranus. 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 The journey will continue upon your return.
Pluto, where are you? I'm just kidding, Pluto.
Really though? Really what? Whoa. What? Whoa? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really though? Really what? Was that? Did that even burn? Did that even burn? I know, Jeff, right? It was Donnie, and thank goodness he did just in time. Thank you, Jeff. What happened? What did I miss? Thank goodness he did just in time. I know. Thank goodness they agree with me. What happened? They're confused. I know. Thank goodness they agree with me. Thou, thou, who, knew. Hoodoo, voodoo, I do, you do. Thou, thou, we do. Hoodoo, voodoo. Two, twos. Two, wait. Two twos. Axing now. You're asking the. I was just having a discussion about the value of and the rich history of not just Ebonics, but I don't know. The rich history I think the language of any subjugated people has interesting pressures on it. It's like if there's like a class of people that are like I said, like he said, subjugated, and they're being oppressed. They don't want their everything they say to be understood by the people that are oppressing them or that are subjugating them. And the thing I noticed when I was in Jamaica, in particular, and I think it was in Jamaica because they're like the people I was interacting with, they were frontline working with service and like the whatever. So when they talked to me, I understood what they were saying perfectly. And then when they would talk to other people or each other, I couldn't understand what they were saying. And I just got to thinking it's like intentional, right? Like, I mean, whether it's consciously intentional or not, I'm not but like people were enslaved on an island probably for 500 years. I mean, a long time. People were enslaved on that island for 500 years. A long time. A long time. And I think one of the things that I enjoy most about language is the ability to be creative with it. To me, I like wordplay, I like rhymes, and I think that subjugation aspect adds a whole nother layer of need for creativity. And yeah, I just like language. Need for creativity. I'll try to figure it out. I just like language. I just like language. I'll try to figure it out. See, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I don't even look at things. It's expensive. Jake says it's expensive to have a P.O. box. Ain't nothing free in this world. See, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I don't even look at things. Jake says it's expensive to have a P.O. box. Free in this world. Ain't nothing free in this world. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's true. Yeah, well. I don't think that's true. Kim, no. The things that go in that P.O. box are not. What's the thing? Like, I appreciate it. Like, I don't mean to. I really do appreciate it because you I don't want to solicit things from the show, right? And I don't want to because beyond things that people want to I don't want to take part. These were sent here from Eileen. My sister gave me this. These were sent here from Eileen. My sister gave me this. Let's see. She sent it to me for the show. What else did people send me for the show? This Jesus was sent to me by a man named Christopher. His account is disabled, so I hope he's doing all right. This baby bong. Teresa, my friend Teresa, sent me this. Those are the kind of things that don't things that it's not about their value, I suppose. It's just more about something that people want to make always a part, like not always a part of the show, but like when it's on camera, it's recorded, right? So, and things come and go. There's like a lot of but I know I just like, and why I say it, I just don't want it to like. Oh my goodness, I don't know, like. I know I just like, and why I say it, I just don't want to like. Oh my goodness, I don't know, like. I think it detracts from me giving a message if I'm here to take things. If I'm here to take from you. That's like my motivation for being here is to get stuff from you, and I don't want to get stuff from you. I don't want to get like. I'm here to take from you. I'm here to take from you. That's like my motivation. That's like my motivation for being here. And I don't want to get stuff from you. I don't want to get. Except for support and friendship. Hopefully someday maybe I'll have a job or like another way to monetize this, but I don't want to ever make this. You guys a revenue source, or advertise to you, or let anybody sell anything to you. I'll probably fucking sell out somehow. Everybody does, don't they? No, ideally really is what I'd like to do is like have another show somehow. And then make this show 5, 10, 15 minutes where I check in with you guys, like depending upon what I'm doing, like, you know, because if I'm like, whatever, but like. Make this show, and then make this show 10, 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, like depending upon what you guys, like depending upon what I'm doing, you know. But By Mouth Daily, always live on the Book of Face for free. I have no idea. By Mouth Daily, always live on the Book of Face for free. Yeah, like, and I hope that's the other thing is like if I ever do get a real show or like this is a real show, right? And it's important to me. It's really important to me. But if I ever get like a chance to do it, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if I could handle a show. It's like it's so. Humility is my best quality, right? I don't like whatever. I've never done a show, right? So anyway, but if I somehow got some weird show, yeah, a TV show, right? I want to replace Bill Maher. Fire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. Fire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. We need a hashtag. Somebody think of a hashtag. Hire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. Fire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. Fire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. Fire Bill Maher. Hire Jason Alvin. No, I want like a big production. I want somebody like I want Game of Thrones money to build a big echo chamber. I want somebody like I want Game of Thrones. I want Game money to build a big echo chamber. A big echo chamber. Right. It's gonna be huge. Huge. It's gonna be huge. Right. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. Once I get this sharing to groups thing. I know, right? The jester who would be king. I know, right? That's what I'm saying, Jeff. This will be my daily show. I made a commitment that I'll take this pill live on the Book of Face. That's the commitment for the show. Like it's built up. If you go back to the pilot, this is pill 217, but that you can add about 9 days to that. So if you go back 226 days ago to the pilot. Jason is a social scientist. By Mouth Daily, the pilot. I committed. That's what I made. I made that commitment to take this pill. Like sitting down here with the camera in front of me. I think I might have been just holding it. I don't even know. Sitting down here with the camera in front of me. And I'm gonna yeah. So it could mean a lot of things, but until I don't have to take this pill anymore. So either I die, they cure it, they come out with a more effective, safer treatment than this that isn't daily. Yeah, one of those things. I wouldn't have to take it anymore, and then I wouldn't have to do the show. I'd probably still want to see you guys. But it won't. No, like if I have a real job someday again, if I'm somehow not disabled, and like I'm functional in my life again, I probably won't be able to do it 4 hours a day. But my disability is, I guess, this is what you guys get. This is what a sick mind, only a sick mind could come up with something like this. A sick mind. Show me Pink Jesus, Sienna. Show me. I'll pray to it. Prey. Yeah, there's like that. That's why we're here to talk about. Why I'm here to talk about it, and I'm glad you stand up and said it too. Like, no shame. Like, this show is about stigma reduction. It's about reducing the stigma of what now? What do I have again? Of HIV, of mental illness, of disability, of suicidal ideation, of polyamory, of masturbation, of atheism, of mistakes, of substance use. See, we're all a bunch of disabled people, and I'm glad of it. That we have a place together. Then we'll start a big disability commune. No. I love you guys. Blazism. Unite. Solidarity. Blazism. Unite. Solidarity. A phone number? I do. I'll give it to you. It's 608-800-7237. I do. I'll give it to you. 608-800-7237. Tasty. My phone says something. Disconnected, right? No, it's the right number. Oh, that phone.
My phone said something?
Video uploaded. That must be my shower from earlier.
It's the right number.
Oh, that phone.
Oh, that phone.
Video uploaded. That must be my
Video
shower.
uploaded. That must be my shower from earlier.
608. I probably won't answer though because I'm terrible. I have like anxiety. I can't talk to people.
680.
Do like I'll give you it's 608-800-7237. But I really recommend Facebook Messenger and voice memos. I'll even do video clips. But I have to have like some control of like I like those because I can cancel it. But I'm live here. It's not like I can cancel this. I have no idea. Just have anxiety. I have anxiety. He is. I think he's kind of fucked. I think he is kind of fucked. He is. I think he's kind of fucked.
Yes, I think he's kind of fucked.
Now my only hope is like he brings a lot of them kicking and screaming down with him. Now my only hope is like he brings a lot of them kicking and screaming down with him. Well, in this picture, I added like 3 hairs on him. Well, in this picture, partially because the little doohickey app was partially because they blend in pretty good though, because the app was like making some of them disappear and not making it look as far as I wanted to go. So I think you can see the 3 that I added. But they blend in pretty good. And I think our weaknesses can be our greatest strength. That's all I can, like it's hard. It's not like. It's a tricky strategy, right? But at least for me, I work with what I have, right? What did I say when I first got HIV? I said to myself, I'm gonna take this shit straw that I drew and weave this shit into gold. Call me, this I made up later, and it's not very good. I made it out of Jason Stiltskin. I'll be Jason Stiltskin. Oh, Jason Stiltskin this shit. No, I don't know. It's not very funny. It's pretty good, bro. So, and then, or, when life hands you HIV, turn that shit into cool AIDS. We can talk totally, Rob. I didn't see all the comment there, but I don't have a degree in psychology. I just have my associate degree in nursing, and then I have my board certification in psychiatry. But that's more just a test and job experience. Oh. I'm not a fucking A. I need to eat something or something. I just gotta get my shit together. That's what I'm thinking. What I'm fucking aing is like. I just gotta get my shit together. I think my board certification. I have to renew that, and I'm not working. I'm just beating up myself for not working right now. I'm not working. And I still have my license. I just bury my head in the sand and do this dumb show. Dang it to heck. I just bury my head in the sand and do this dumb show. I'll turn down this feedback. You're right, Jake. This feedback is annoying. Not anymore. Well, I've been off of. I ran out of my. Valcyclovir and my Lamotrigine. And my insurance is, I don't know, like whatever. The Valcyclovir I take prophylactically. It's not necessary. It just is like a precaution. I don't need it. And the Lamotrigine, I need to go back to the doctor for and get another prescription. I don't want to do that. All right. But I got this one, and I got a fresh bottle. La cucaracha, da 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 da. I think I'm hitting a wall or something too. I'm pretty tired. La cucaracha. I have to do it online. I don't even have to go anywhere. Why do anything today that if you can do it tomorrow? That's my motto in life. Don't do anything today that you can do tomorrow. Effexor, Klonopin, and Propranolol. I've been on all those before. I think Effexor made it so I couldn't come. I could get hard, but I couldn't come. Was that Effexor? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Effexor. harsh, Tim. I'm sorry. Yeah, like it's hard. Like it's a confluence of things too. Like I just like it was right after I was diagnosed with HIV, so like I already had mixed feelings, and like sex is still pretty triggering for me, but like it was especially then, and things were awkward with the guy that I was living. Like it was just weird. I mean, fuck it, I just wasn't attracted to him. That's what it was. But I think the effects are a big part of it, though, too. That was kind of a catty thing to say. I'm still really mad at him. Well, getting there is half the fun. Unless it stops being fun. Like, that's what was happening with me. Just getting, like, I get embarrassed or something, whatever. I'm trying to get less and less embarrassed about sex. That's why it was so fun today, kissing in public. It was kind of liberating. Prozac, clonazepam, bupropion, trazodone, amitriptyline, and one more. I think I've never taken Prozac. Well, my mom used to take amitriptyline for a low dose for neuropathy itching. I don't know if that was a completely off-label use and just if it had some efficacy. No, it was before the days of gabapentin, or at least it wasn't prescribed by my mom. This would have been like. No, it was before the days of gabapentin. Like I want to say 1990 or 1991. I forget how long she was prescribed it. My dad was on gabapentin for migraine pain. Well, he had a really severe head injury when I was 11. And so I don't think he was on gabapentin right away because that would contradict my other story. Because that would have been about the same time my mom was on amitriptyline. But, no, like he was on gabapentin when he died in 2007, still for the head injury. Because when I was 11 in 1990 or whatever, he worked at Seneca Foods, and they made tin cans for vegetables. Like they just made the cans; they didn't actually can the vegetables there. Anyway, he was a inspector there. And he was up on a 10-foot ladder, like looking at these cans or something. And he was pulling out cardboard in between two stacks and he fell backwards. And on his way down, he fell and hit his head in the corner of a dumpster and like fractured his skull from the front of his head all the way around to the back of his head. And was yeah, he had headaches after that. He was in the intensive care for a couple weeks, I think, or in the hospital for a couple weeks. The more you have a dependence on opiates, the more you need. That's the I had patients that had like 180 milligrams of methadone a day, more than that even. I took that boat. But that's the thing, like opiates like don't work very well for pain in general, right? They're like even acute pain. Like I mean, they make you go to sleep and maybe not care as much, right? But you know, I had surgery and shit, right? Even before I was an opiate addict and like a really severe. I prefer dependence because addiction really doesn't mean much. But when you use opiates a lot, you develop a physical dependence, and when you stop taking it, you feel it. Trazodone always made me feel tired in the mornings. I lost my train of thought there, I'm sorry. I think I had PTSD and agoraphobia myself. Although I did go out and make out in public today. Holy crap. Yay, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's proud of me. Thank you. It's always so fun to see. I don't know. You guys nice to each other. It'd be like when it's always so fun to see. It'd be really fun to see you guys be really nice to each other. I mean, really, really nice. That'd be really nice if you were really, really nice. You know what I mean? No, maybe don't. But wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? That'd be really nice. I'm really tired. I bet you'd like that, huh? You like pink tank tops? Oh, with holes, huh? Maybe. I might like that. I'd have to see. I like most things, though. And it sounds lovely. This only happened to me once. But I got to put my hand in a real life scissors. And that was pretty dang sexy. But I got to put my hand in a real life scissors. That was pretty dang sexy. If I hadn't already done that, I'd put that on my bucket list. I want to put my dick in a scissors next time. If I hadn't already done that, I'd put that on my bucket list. I want to put my dick in a scissors next time. This is just dirty. Rob, what I like to say is, everybody's bi if you catch them on the right day. And like I said, I already kicked that bucket. Everybody's bi if you catch them on the right day. Rob, what I like to say is, everybody's bi if you catch them on the right day. I already kicked that bucket. Yeah, what are you talking about, Rob? Santa knows. Yeah, what are you talking about, Rob? Santa knows. Yeah, what are you talking about, Rob? Santa knows. Yes. It's just so sexy. It just looks so dang sexy. Yes. It's just so sexy. It just looks so dang sexy. It's just so sexy. It just looks so dang sexy. Dang it to heck. Dang it to heck. Dang it to heck. Pretty soon they're just going to get rid of gender. And I say farewell. Farewell, gender. Pretty soon they're just going to get rid of gender. The men's right the MRA, the men's rights activists, they're right. We're getting rid of men. The men's right. We're all going to be wonder people. We'll really be women, but until the men are gone, we'll call ourselves wonder people. Wonder people. We're all going to be wonder people. Until the men are gone, we'll call ourselves wonder people. Oh yeah. If you guys can get here, if you gals can get here in the next 2 days or something like that, David's still going to be here, so all four of us. And then we can ask my wife too. We'll have a shindig of an orgy. You're in the echo team. Rob, you coming? Rob? I was always, the dude I was with today asked asked me, like, when I, you know, and I always knew. When I first knew that I had a sexuality, right, or whatever, you know, like I was probably like 11 or something, and other kids, like, I don't know, probably older kids or something, or like, ew, faggot, whatever, and then like saying how gross anal sex was, and you know, I wasn't brave enough to say anything, but I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't know, it wasn't something that bad, I don't know. They were probably hamming it up too. They were like, oh, just so the people that are going the loudest are the most repressed. I forget what I even said. You didn't miss much, Stan. I don't remember. We need a 5-some Sienna. 6, 7. Rob's coming too. Who else is here? We need a 5-some Sienna. 6, 7. Coming too. Well, let's have at least a sextuplet. Or a sexgy. Sexgy. Well, let's have at least a too much juice. Too much juice. Oh, you can't have. You can never have too much sex juice. Too much juice. Too much juice. It's like saying you use too much lube. You called it. You called it. Jake Gamias is back. Hey, Squirt. Oh my goodness. I am awfully tired. But keep this up. I'm gonna have another 1 or 2 more nights like this, and I'll have another nap show where I just sleep on the floor over there in front of you guys. 1 or 2 more nights like this, and I'll have another nap show where I just sleep on the floor over there in front of you guys. Maybe I need something else to drink maybe first. The show's getting close to being at the end. If I had another 2 hours left. The time that I went to sleep the other time was just overly crabby. That's what it was. I started snapping on somebody in the audience. And I was like, that's it. I'm going to bed. I'm giving myself a timeout. I don't know if that's how it really went, but it's something like that. Yeah, I always take the med. No, you guys don't ever have to worry. Well, I'm good that you remind me, especially when it gets closer to the end. Maybe it was just because I was tripping, but the other night it felt like there was a lot of people that were worried that I was purposely not taking my medication, and that's not true. I wouldn't do that. That's the exact opposite message. I mean, I would talk about, like, if I didn't feel like wanting to take my medication or something like that, I'll talk about it, but I'm not gonna, like, I'm never gonna put the responsibility on you guys. Like I'll ask for like it's never because make you guys talk me into it or.
I'm never gonna put the responsibility on you.
You can remind me and you can express concern, but I just don't want it to seem like I'm.
Make you guys talk me into it or.
I'm.
You can remind me. And
playing games with it, I guess.
I just don't want it to seem like I'm playing games with it.
Oh, dang. I'll get there. I'll get there as fast as I can. Oh, God. You guys, you know.
I'll get there as fast as I can.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys, you know.
I still feel a little frustrated. How do I put this politely?
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't have release.
I still feel a little frustrated.
Dang it to heck. No, it's good, though. It's kind of fun.
Politely.
Frustration.
I didn't have.
Having your efforts frustrated sometimes can be fun.
No, it's good though. It's kind of fun. Frustration. Having your efforts frustrated sometimes can be fun.
What was I worried about? I do worry about. What was I worried about too much, though? Kim.
What was I worried about? I do worry about.
You're making me feel tickled.
You're making me feel tickled.
Oh. 68. Only 68. That's Jason. Dollar late, dollar short. A bop or a tug or a twist.
Only 68. That's
Short.
Dollar late, dollar short. A bop or a tug or a twist.
I start walking at 9 months. Jason, I started fucking at 14. I was 18. Frustrated 18. Wait.
I started walking at 9 months. Jason, I started fucking at 14. I was 18. Frustrated 18. Wait.
Where's this other weed? I mean the top, I mean.
Where's this other weed? I mean the top, I mean.
Is that who it is? Well, I can't find my weed, so I have to find some way to entertain myself. I can't find my weed, so I have to find some way to entertain myself. Part of it's down here now. I don't know what happened. Part of it's down here now. I don't know what happened. Cena had to go out. Cena had to go out. Her iPad died again, I think. Shh. Kim, I'm not anymore. Not anymore. Shh. Kim, I'm not anymore. Not anymore. But now I'm now I'm even more sleepy than before. Okay. Man, I really am tired. I didn't sleep. Except for like an hour. This morning. I woke up really crabby. Okay. Man, I really am tired. I didn't sleep. And I had to stay up because Laura worked last night. And I did my show, but still. Well, she has to drive back and forth to work, and somebody actually pays her to do her job. I'm sorry, Rob. What, is it anxiety that keeps you awake? What keeps you awake, you think? What, is it anxiety that keeps you awake? What keeps you awake? Why did I stop? Probably the same reason most people stop jacking off. Yeah, let go of the guilt, man. Don't hang on to the guilt. Like, and if and when you want to stop again, and you do stop again, be grateful for the times that you were using, and the times that be grateful to whatever it is that you're relapsing on. Be grateful to that substance for helping you cope. Through I'm not telling you what to do, but that's what I was told to do, and I try to do that because it helps me. But be grateful for the even the things that people, the self-destructive behaviors, like the things the things that are coping mechanisms, like suicidal ideation even fits in there in a looser sense, but like gambling, sex. What else? Drug use. And what else? Whatever it is that people do. And anyway, so those things, we do those things because we're struggling with life or whatever, and something. So those things we're struggling with life or whatever, and I don't know. Dang it, right to heck. Life is just messy. So because like, and this is like a prevailing thing, because I had a separate therapist from a whole different place tell me the same thing, the same principle basically. Is like when I was talking about having done whippets on the show, and he's like, you know what, like, and a lot of people were criticizing me for it, and he's like, for all I know, doing whippets is the only thing keeping you from killing yourself. So like, who am I to judge? No, I didn't, Kim. Shh. That's all smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Kim, you get me in the worst trouble. Then you say, "Oh my God." Smoke and mirrors. Kim, you get me in the worst trouble. Then you say, "Oh my God." You tricked me. I was tricked. That was entrapment. hungry again. Oh, I gave you clues, Kim. You knew I was gonna do it anyway. Oh, I gave you clues, Kim. You knew I was gonna do it anyway. Even when I'm getting pulled on puppet strings, I'm up there somewhere pulling the person pulling my puppet strings. Nothing happens without anywhere. Nothing happens without it being according to my plan. Sometimes even I'm surprised by my own plan. Anywhere, nothing happens without it being according to my plan. What do you mean you had no clue? You told people I was jerking off or jacking off. You gave everybody else the clue. But that was my idea too. You gave everybody else the clue. But that was my idea too. Diabolical. I'm diabolical. Where'd that dang weed go? Where'd that dang weed go? I didn't share the show tonight anywhere either. That's why. Hopefully it's not just because I'm masturbating. No. People stuck around for the early sex talk for a long time. Hopefully it's not just because I'm masturbating. No. People stuck around for the early sex talk for a long time. Kim, never take me seriously. I'm not sorry. I said it. It was my idea. I just have to like. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing Kim. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But I don't mean. I don't want to hurt your feelings though. Papa Bear Bernstein is here. Nice. That's awesome. Welcome aboard. You missed out all the fun. Papa Bear Bernstein is here. Nice. Whoa. Maybe someday, Kim. Maybe someday. If you get here in less than 45 minutes, you can do it live tonight. Yeah, in this show yet. If you get here in less than 45 minutes, you can do it live tonight. Yeah, in this show yet. If you get here in less than 45 minutes. I know. But it's fun to talk about anyway. I know. But it's fun to talk about anyway. Dang it, the heck. What are you saying fuck yes about? When you recognize yourself falling into a dream, mind asleep, body awake, you know you're falling deeper into this place. Dream, color your PC. It would have been cool to do it live on the show. I missed the last part, Robert. Let me see if I can go back here. What keeps me awake is I don't feel tired at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Then I used to practice lucid dreaming for 2 years, so I was reckoning myself falling into the dream stage 1, and then 4 hours ago, rapid eye aka dreams. So real, if you peed in your dream, you'd wake up. What? Oh, Rob, if you're still watching, the fireplace is just a, yeah. Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. Is that where you said it was a monitor, right? Oh, Rob, if you're still watching, the fireplace is just a, yeah. Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. Is that where you said it was a monitor, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're good. Yeah, it looks better. There is a gas fireplace behind there, and it wasn't until the summer I moved it. That's a TV from the bedroom, and it wasn't until the summer it was too hot to turn on the fireplace, and I'm like, and it looks better than when it was the gas fire. I'm still hungry too. I was thinking about having some of those ramen noodles. I went for the fruit instead. I'm still hungry too. I was thinking about having some of those ramen noodles. I went for the fruit instead. Oh man. Ooh, Hardee's for a sausage biscuit sounds good. Mmm. I usually get the egg and cheese biscuit at McDonald's, but I try sausage biscuit from Hardee's. I usually get the egg and cheese biscuit at McDonald's, but I try sausage biscuit from Hardee's. Oh my goodness. My mood just goes up and down so quickly. We don't have many Hardee's around. I think all our Hardee's are closed. In Baraboo, when I grew up there, I don't think that Hardee's was closed for a long time, and they had a different Hardee's. But now I don't think there's any Hardee's. But when I was a kid, there was a long time ago. There was a Hardee's that because I grew up in Baraboo, the circus town, right? And I don't so. This Hardee's had like all the booths were like circus wagon style and had metal bars on them, and it was awesome. I don't know. All the booths were like circus wagon style because there's like 100 some circus wagons in the Baraboo Circus Wheel Museum. I don't know if the thing's still open anymore. It's so sad. All those circuses, but whatever. I love they had little miniature circus in one of the barns. They had little miniature circus in one of the barns. What do you need, stabilizer? I get confused again. I get so confused so easily. What do you need, stabilizer? I get confused again. These had the hamburger thing. Oh yeah, yep. I really liked that when I was a kid too. Baraboo had one. That Hardee's had one of those too. Yep. There was wood chips. I remember in the play area. What else did they have? But yeah, there's like you crawled in. Like if you're older than 6, you'd have a hard time getting in there, I think. There's pizza bars. Oh, my moods, yeah. I don't need anything. You might be right, Kevin. You're probably right. No, I don't need anything. No, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. You're a keeper, Ken. I think I also said I wouldn't stay that way. I told you I wasn't happy. I only going for lateral moves because I don't know. I know I'm not gonna be. My wife could have told you I'm not gonna be happy too. She got sick of. That's kind of what ruined our marriage. I just never got happy again. Or by the time I did, it was too late. My parents died, and I didn't. And then my parents died in 2000. My mom died in 2007. My dad in 2006, and I didn't start getting better at all until Jack was born, and he was born in February 2010. So, but until my kids were born, I didn't start. My mood didn't improve at all, and but I think the depression really took a toll on our marriage, and I think when my mood, like when I started to feel better. That's when Laura kind of dropped me. I don't know. Well, I know that's. I wish I could turn it off. I think that's what mental illness is. Mental illness is many forms of mental illness are a form of hyperactivity in the brain. When you're depressed, you keep thinking the same depressing thought over and over and over and over again. Mania is a clear, you're just clear hyperactivity. Your thought processes are speeded up. Anyway. How do you let it go? I can't forgive. I can't let anything go. I don't know. How do you let it go? I can't forgive. I think maybe it's just because I don't know. I'm just in a lot of pain. I have no idea. It's getting better. I'm sure it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm sure it's getting better. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel good, right? Feel how you need to feel. That's what you need to do. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel good, right? Feel how you need to feel. Look at you, are who you are. Don't worry about others think chasing you. Thank you, Kim. What did you do out in public that's you losing your give a damn? I don't know what you mean. Hey Michael, I was wondering where you've been. How are you? Good to see you, man. Hey Michael, I was wondering where you've been. How are you? Have you met Kim? She's always flirting with me. That's what she's doing. Have you met Kim? She's gonna come here. She puffs me up. That's what she does. She's gonna come here. She puffs me up. And then after this, it's going to be so close to being near bedtime. What was a good thing? So confused. What was a good thing? Yay, fishing! Yay, fishing! I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. A lot of fun. Hey Isaac. I can say it all the day long, but I'm same as you. Yeah, it's much easier to give advice than to follow it, for sure. I give pretty good. Well, I don't give advice, but I don't know. Whatever.
It's much easier to give advice than to follow.
I'm not good at anything. That's the point.
I give pretty good. Well, I don't give advice, but
Except you did say I was a good kisser.
I'm not good at anything.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Except you did say I was a good kisser.
Welcome, this is Jason is a social scientist by Mouth Daily. Pill number 218. The pill is Triumec. It's a once-a-day pill containing 3 medications, abacavir, dolutegravir, and lamivudine. Together they work in concert to suppress the replication of the HIV virus within my system. I take my HIV medication live on the Book of Face in front of friends, family, and strangers each day in order to embrace stigma, to dispel ignorance, and find support. This is the 218th pill, the 218th episode of By Mouth Daily. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for putting up with my weird ass. And pill number 218, down the hatch. We are robot.
And pill number 218, down the hatch. We are robot.
Good night. Good day.